Australia's immigration department is in crisis. Hundreds of pages of secret internal government documents obtained by Fairfax Media lay bare a system hobbled by rampant visa fraud, migration crime, and an impotent enforcement capacity.
What's extraordinary about these leaked Immigration Department documents is they reveal the sheer scale of immigration fraud in Australia, mostly involving plane arrivals, as well as the significant failure of the department itself, of our immigration officials, to properly combat and investigate and prosecute those involved in migration fraud.
A leaked internal investigation carried out by the Immigration Department reveals that by 2008, more than half of all applications in the General Skilled Migration Visa system were fraudulent. Other reports highlight how criminal migration agents purchase false work references for clients, many of whom came to Australia on temporary visas and are trying to become permanent.
We've created a situation where there's hundreds of thousands of students and former students, many of whom came here with the expectation they'd get permanent residence. They can explore the possibilities of getting sponsorship from an employer, either on a temporary or permanent basis. Employers are in a situation where they can exploit that eagerness, so the system is set up to be exploited.
A 2013 internal report prepared for Immigration Department bosses reveals the agency is both aware of the fraud being perpetrated against it and seemingly unable to do anything about it.
Serving Immigration Department Senior Manager Wayne Sievers makes the case in his confidential report that if you're involved in serious migration crime in Australia at the moment, you need not worry about getting caught. The fact, according to Mr. Sievers, is that you can operate your illegal migration business quite freely with sheer impunity because the Immigration Department's ability to investigate you is so poor.
Yeah, there is a massive double standard here. Really tough backdoor entry, but wide open through the front door. And I think successive governments, Labor and now the Coalition, have been able to get away with this system in part by taking such a tough line on irregular boat people. This is, I think, perhaps reassured people, falsely as it turns out, that all is under control. The debate has been dominated by the boat people issue. It's about time it turned to what really is an even more serious issue, which is this vastly excessive overall program and lack of attention to managing it.
One report highlights how foreign students were paying upwards of $50,000 to gain permanent residency, spawning an industry comprised of migration agents, education providers, and employers aiming to profit.
The main thing is that we need to acknowledge we've got a problem. It's just extraordinary that all this can go on with so little attention. As a result, the system is simply festered to the point where we really have serious overhang of problems. And they're going to get worse unless we adjust the system to the realities of the Australian labour market.